welcome to another week of Project Cars Drivers Club Indy Car series. We're in season 5 of the Project Cars 2 series here, and we are at Long Beach today. We are just getting the remaining drivers to the grid right now, and we will be underway with the race. The qualifying session was fairly intense. Got a Bill Kerman on pole with a 104.08, and Flickenflocken tried his best to claim that pole from Bill. He was unable to beat 104.14 was his fastest time, so he was, I don't even know, five tenths of a tenth, so 500, half a tenth behind Bill. Let me just reduce these fractions and all real quick. So that's Bill Kerman in the pole position and Flickenflocken hot on his heels. Then Mason with a 105 for Felix X47 took fourth in quali with a 105.7. So the third, fourth guys are pretty close together. Bill Kerman and Flickenflocken are going to be battling it out early on for the lead. Is going to be very exciting. Already saw some wall action with the close-in walls here at Long Beach. It's going to be dramatic. I don't know if we'll see any major pile-ups. I'll have the replay key ready to rock in case we. It's close. It's bumpy. Dangerous. That's how I like it. Just waiting on, I think, one more driver to grid up. Then we'll hit the track. As usual, I'm Dustin the Destroyer. I'll be joined, I believe, in the commentary box by Paulie later on. I'll be taking us through the action here at Long Beach. The format is as follows. We'll have a 30-minute race. First off here, they will depart on a formation lap, and they'll be off racing for the remainder of the time. And we'll have a quick little break there. Reverse grid for the second race. The top 8 people will be reversed. So what you'll see there is you'll see the guys in 9th and 10th and 8th fighting just to try to get that pole position for the next race. So you get to see a little bit extra fight out of the guys when there's a reverse grid like that. And the second race will be a 45-minute race, so it'll be a bit different of a race strategy as far as pits for tires and fuel go. So it'll be keeping things fresh. Never quite know what to expect with the pit strategies here, and they are so important to get right. We've seen some major sort of undercut come from behind victories from Rubik's in the past. Has gone on an undercut strategy. We've seen people like, was it Raz or Miffy last week or 2 weeks ago that had a no stopper and just came in third just by virtue of not stopping and not really battling with anybody. Like Paulie's with me in the box now. Hello, Paulie.
Hello.
Be ready to race here, huh?
We're on the grid. Just waiting for everyone to ready up and then we'll be off. Hello, YouTube.
Should be a good one out here today. I'm expecting to see a couple front wings get split in twain today. A moment to adjust my mic. I apologize in advance if it makes some popping noises. I think my XLR cable's going out, but we'll leave that problem to another time. Yeah, so everybody will just be getting their pit strategies set here, making sure they got the right setup on, making last-minute adjustments, and once they ready up, they'll be off on the formation lap. I think it's really silly that the time starts counting even before the formation lap. strike you as goofy, Polly?
Sorry, Dustin.
I think it's goofy that the time starts ticking before the formation lap is even off. Like the formation lap, I can understand. Kind
Yeah,
of.
I don't quite understand it.
Oh well. It's mostly, I mean, that's mostly because we do a manual formation lap rather than the pre-programmed formation lap in the game. Oh, it reset. There we go. That makes sense. Alright, so we'll be off with a formation lap. Bill Kerman is our pole sitter for the race, for race 1. And that is Flickin' Flockin' in the yellow and blue car behind him that was so close to him in qualifying. Half a tenth. That's 5/100ths that he was behind. Just like half a car length at the finish line is all that is. Like somebody might be, oh no, I thought somebody might be going in for an emergency pit stop. Does not appear that way. Let's look at the grid real quick while we're going through the circuit. Mason in 3rd, Felix in 4th, FX47 rather, Miffy in 5th place, MDK 6th, Fatal Enemy 7th, Rubik's 694 in 8th place, starting 9th place, Have a Nice Day, Nobi 10th, Bexa 95 in 11th, and Raz Daniels in 12th. It's a little bit different order than I saw at the end of qualifying. I think we've had someone drop out. Or 2 or 3 people drop out.
Yeah, we're missing a car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's 15 including me and you in the session.
We are missing the new guy.
Yeah. That's alright. Maybe I'll make it in for the second lap, or second race, maybe.
We are missing Herman the Smallmouth. I think. Yes.
Yeah, don't know if that was a connection issue, or if he just wasn't ready for the race. He just joined a couple days ago, so it's possible he's not had enough practice with these Indy cars. They are a bit hard to get used to, or it could have just been a connection issue. I guess we'll see if he makes it back for the second race here. But as it stands, we are approaching the final turn here, and once Bill Kerman crosses that start-finish line, his race will be on. And
lost Herman Mouth in Discord, so don't know whether he's coming back.
Yeah. All right. So the way this works is once the individual's car passes the start-finish line, they are free to go try to keep things clear here, and they are off and racing. Let's get on board with Felix. Oh my goodness. Felix making a dive along the outside. Not quite gonna have enough to get it done. Remind me to never go to that camera ever again.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Around
It's the Falcon incident all over it.
Yeah, right. See if we can recount any drama going on in the backfield with this.
I'm expecting quite a battle between Kerman and Flicken because they were very close in quality.
Yeah, they were extremely close in quality. It looks like Raz Daniels has kicked up 2 positions, up to 10th from a rear start, which is good for him. Let's get on board with Flick and see if he's lost Bill yet. Bill has made up a pretty good gap. Bill and Flicken are spreading out from the pack a little bit here. As I mentioned before the race, the 3rd, 4th, 5th guys are kind of close on time, but Bill and Flicken are going to be in a class of their own for the first half of this race. Domi up into P8 back there. Go on board with FX47. He's got a pretty good view of the front runners here. Looks like Have a Nice Day is hopping into the pits already.
He didn't
sure.
have much luck last race.
Must have got a pretty good bump to his wing or something like that to be in that early. Someone, I'm assuming that's Herman in the chat, said my stuff stopped working, so I was thrown out of the race. Oof. Yeah, that's a big ol' oof. That sucks. Well, we got race 2 coming up in 25 minutes, so there's time to get back in for the next race.
I've had 2 more retirements.
Oh, really?
Have a Nice Day has gone, and someone else.
Raz Daniels is the other one, yeah. And Raz Daniels was making some positions up there too. So we're down to 10 competitors now after 3 retirements here.
Both of them are still in chat, so that was a retirement, I think.
Yeah.
Must have Raz and Hav must have come together.
So Felix is sticking right with Mason here. Looks like Kerman's got about a 2-second lead over Flick and Flocken. But right here we got the 3rd and 4th place. We're on board with Felix. That is Mason up there in the Menards livery, touching the wall. Felix sneaking right through. Definitely gonna be some more of those little wall kisses that'll give some people opportunities to pass out here, and hopefully not cause any huge wrecks. But it'll definitely take a couple tenths off your time if you just touch the wall with those tires. Mason's not letting him run away with it. I went to the camera. I'm gonna just try to remember that that camera's horrible. Another one of those drunk cameramen out there today. Domi fighting with Rubik's here for P7. We'll see how this goes. I've got a little bit of info on Rubik's strategy. We had a little talk before the race, like right before the race. I think he's gonna play it a little more conservatively. So if Domi gooses the throttle and loses it, and loses the position to Fatal Enemy now. There's who? Oh, that was Flicken with a spin back there in the yellow and blue car. Flicken's dropped down to P5. Mason losing it a little bit on the hairpin. We've got a big shuffle going on already. So that's Felix up into 2nd place. Mason in 3rd. Let's get on board for Flick and Flacken's push. We'll see. Oh no, that was looking very squirrely. I think he's got some suspension damage.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking very loose, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Seems to be taking it kind of easy. Putting it as close as ever to that wall, though. Man, this is such a great circuit to spectate from this view, at least. A lot of really great close-in angles of the racing here, except for that one at the end of the straight here. Flicken's keeping up with Miffy, and he is not gonna be pitting, so maybe not some suspension damage. Maybe he just had a little bit of gremlins of the tire variety back there on the roundabout here. Herman now with a 7-second lead over the field. Somebody's wing is on the side of the road. Oh, there's some action going on over here. Oh, is that a... No,
That's Miffy. Overtaking Felix.
Yeah. It looked so easy. I thought it was a back marker for a moment. I suppose maybe they used a push to pass there, because Went past him like there was nothing there.
Well, I don't know. Felix. Yeah, Felix has dropped again, so I think he might have had a bit of damage.
Yep. Felix ducked into the pits there. He must have had some damage going on. Miffy now fighting with Mason for second place. Tough right-hand sweeper over a crest there. That thing is dangerous. Left-hander, mind the wall. And we got another square right-hander here. There you are. You want to cut in just on the edge of those tires and just on the edge of the wall to use as much of the circuit as you possibly can. And it is stressful, let me tell you. Now here they go, setting up for the hairpin here. Extremely tight turn in any car. You could take a Twingo through there and it's still gonna struggle in that hairpin. Looks like Mason's been getting a little bit of a gap built up here to Miffy. Flacken's sticking with him. He must not have had too big of an issue in that spin, because he is definitely still putting the pace on with a 107.8, which is the same as, roughly the same as the race leader Bill Kerman with a 107.8 flat. Can I say flat if it's past the decimal point? I think so. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
We need to stop hiring these drunk cameramen.
Yeah, they're just like half of them at any given race are just wasted.
Oh, we've had another retirement. Felix.
Oh, Felix retired. They are dropping like flies out here at the Long Beach street circuit.
Certainly taking its prisoners, isn't it?
Indeed. I had a feeling we'd see some wrecks out here, but wasn't expecting so much race-ending drama. Got 17 and a half minutes left of the race here.
Back into it.
Oh, Flacken's in the glory zone right now. He's gonna have the momentum to get that. Come on, there he is. Get side by side, and he's gonna have the inside going in here. Turn one. There it is. Miffy's tucked in behind him, and the race goes on. Looked like Flicken almost tipped over there. You don't want to get too much of that curb there. On that particular right-hander, the curb is like a two-stage curb that's got a lot of height to it. So you want to just barely touch the first stage of the curb, but if you go too high on it, it will tip you straight over. That MDK behind him? No, that is a back marker behind Miffy there. with race leader Bill Kerman here, see how he's doing. Just coming onto the back straight.
Nice, comfortable 13-second lead.
Yeah, not bad at all. We've seen many times though. Sometimes that doesn't mean so much in the half-hour race here. There is definitely opportunities to go for a no stop on the half-hour race, and little birdie told me that Rubik's might be going for a no stopper this race, so we're gonna keep up with him. Once we are past the halfway point now here, so we'll see probably a couple people getting a splash and dash towards the end here, but Rubik's is trying for a no stop, and he said by his calculations it takes 70 liters. Well, 70 liters is the entire tank for the Indy Car, topped up to the brim. But it takes 72 to get through the entire race, so he's gonna try to fuel save and still come out ahead of that minute or so that it would take for a pit stop, and we'll see how that works out for him.
I wonder if Bill having the lead that he does, if he didn't use his push to pass, he'd use less fuel as well, wouldn't he?
Yes. Yes, because well, I think so. I want to say yes because it's like apparently a turbo boost, so it's an actual like combustion related boost, I think, or induction or what have you. Whereas if it was like a DRS or something, then it wouldn't really affect the fuel. But I do believe with the IndyCar push to pass system, it would possibly use some extra fuel.
We have a guest. Hello, Hav.
Hey guys,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I just noticed I'm in the commentary box.
Yeah, welcome. What's up? What's up, Hav?
I mean, not a whole lot. I was taken out on turn 1, lap 1, so now I'm here.
Oh, right on. Yeah, there was we saw I think 2 retirements just straight off. I think we all knew we were gonna see some drama out here, but nobody ever wants to be on the receiving end of it, huh?
No, not at all. I am a firm believer that if, for this series only, if they turned off damage, it would be beneficiary. But here we see I making a move on number 1 is what I see on the oh, he made the move stick.
Oh, yep, that is Mason number 1, and that little eye symbol is flicking flocking up there. It took me a minute to figure out how and why that is the situation, but yeah, it looks like Flicken has regained P2 after 14 minutes of battling. He's managed to reclaim his position. He had a big spin early in the first couple laps of the race, and has just now made his way back up to the top. Well, just nearly.
He just hit the wall too.
I wonder if it's a vehicle thing more than him hitting the wall, because I saw him hit the wall several times body, and it didn't seem to affect him. So
some of them might be lag, but some of them might be legit. He must be having a little bit of a tough time.
Yeah, I mean, it could be indicative of, you know, Flicken Flocken's hard charging nature. We've seen him very many times get on the offensive and make really massive pushes. But also, these guys are running just an inch away from the wall at times, so any little bit of latency could cause some effects on our end with how close these guys are to the wall.
Yeah, someone mentioned that it might have been lag that took me out, but it was a pretty massive hit though.
Yeah.
Mason's making up a little bit of room. 2 seconds back at this point.
Yeah, Flicken's kind of running away with it now. We got 10 minutes left. Let's check the fuel here. 28 Here's for Kerman, 28 for Flicken, 29 for Mason. Rubik's got 30. He's trying to fuel save, I think, but
he's gonna have to. He'll lose quite a few places, I reckon.
you know, it's a lot of these guys have 30 still, or 31, 32. I can't tell if, and Domi's got 44. Can't tell if they're just not pushing too hard, or if they're all trying to go for a no stopper down there.
Well, Domi made a mistake earlier on, and he pitted for a wing, and he put on fuel, so that's why.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, but the rest.
So I guess everybody's planning on no stopping, huh?
I know Rubik's is, but I'm wondering if the other guys that have 30-ish liters that aren't charging so hard.
Flicken Flacken just lost his wing, I think.
Oh,
Who's
no.
that in the Snapple car?
Yes, he has.
The one behind Bill or Flicken? Oh yeah, he's got no front wing. That's unfortunate.
Shedding white while he's trying.
To the wall.
And there's
saving. Let's wait.
yeah, left drag. That's Mason up into P2 now. Luckily, Flicken is just about to the pit. Is he gonna go in for a wing? I mean, better. There he is.
Let's see if Miffy's going to inherit P3.
There it is.
Because the MDK is 34 seconds behind. You think he'll come out in front? Yeah.
Oh yes.
There goes MDK.
Very costly repair for Flicken here.
Rubik's is going past the start-finish line now.
Oh, while we've got a lull in the action, we'll go over some of the points leaders so far. Bill Kerman is leading the drivers' points right now with 49. Miffy in second with 39. Jim Boom, 33 points in third place. Not bad at all. Jim is not present for this race though. That's all right. Got the skills to pay the bills when he does show up. Teams, let's see, Team Huchechesli, 65 points for Rubik's and Bill's team. They're always, they've been having amazing performances this season. Second place for the teams is Velocity Racing, that's MDK and Giottimus. And Confused Flags Motorsports, Felix and Husky lead by half a point over Fernando Alonso, which is Domi in 888. There's definitely some contention on the team points.
Hey guys, Flicken is out of the pits, but he's on the same pit stop now. He's on the same lap as Domi, who had to pit much earlier. So I think Flicken's going to be fighting for position with Domi here. Well, he's quite far behind us still.
Yeah.
But they're on the same lap at least.
Right, yeah, Jax, Flicken, and Domi are all on lap 18 here, so definitely not the place Flicken wanted to be. We'll see if he can pull himself onto the lead lap from here, but there's only 6.5 minutes remaining of the race. Felix is in the chat. Yeah, it's no worries, Felix. I think everybody knew some heartbreak was gonna happen out here with these close proximity and walls. I think everybody just kind of hopes that it's not them going into a race like this. And yeah, the tilt gets real out here. Quite a separation from everybody on the grid right now. partially due to the many retirements we've had so far this race. Down to 9 people on the circuit. So okay, so that's Miffy in 3rd place pitting. That's MDK up into 3rd.
Oh, did he make a mistake? Does he have to make repairs?
Miffy doesn't look like he needs repairs. It doesn't look like oh yeah, he's got no front wing. There it is. Yep. So I don't know if we've seen any scheduled pit stops today. I'm unsure if Kerman and Mason can make it on the fuel they've got.
They'll make it. They only have 4. It's about 3 liters per lap here.
Okay.
Each. So they have maybe 3 laps left. Oh, so it will be close.
It does kind of seem like everybody's trying for a no stop here. It seems like that's kind of the way to go when it's possible and feasible to still have a decent pace and not stop. That's usually the winning strategy. Stop as little as possible. It's only really when we get weather into the mix that you want to have some set stops, but yeah, it's hard to say. That's Kerman, and is that backmarker Flicken trying to unlap himself here and not having a good time of it. That's
somebody just retired again.
Yeah, that's Flicken smashing that wall and retiring to the pits there. What's going on over here? Dax is up here kicking ass and taking names. Down to 8 with 3 minutes remaining in the race. Oh my goodness. I wonder, we should start taking some bets on how many are going to finish after 45.
If he's made a mistake, he went into the runoff area.
Oh no.
He was fighting with Domi, but now he's back in 8th place.
That's terrible. I've overcooked it and gone into the runoff area many times. It's not a place you want to be in. Not particularly. I mean, in real life, when you're traveling that fast, the tires and all that, it can be a little safer, but in here it just means you're going to lose a wing if you tap something going into there. And you're going to lose a lot of time getting out. Two minutes and 10 seconds remaining here. We'll go on board with race leader Bill Kerman and see how he's doing. Yeah, shoot, I think everybody's got enough fuel to make it. Not going to be the same in the 45-minute race. Excuse me, but we'll see.
Yeah, there won't be enough. The fuel tank is not big enough for a full 45 minutes.
It's just barely big enough for a half hour. Anybody in chat real quick, can you hear Have and my other boys in here? Can you hear them decently enough? Got word from Felix that he's skipping the second race. That is alright, bud. Better luck on it next week. We'll see how she goes. Where are we even at next week? Oh, we're gonna be at Red Bull Ring GP next week. That'll be a good one. That's a little bit easier to stomach in these cars probably.
How much fuel did these guys start with? Do you know?
I think they started with a full tank, 70 liters. looks like we'll have one more lap here. Smithy fighting with Domi again.
No, I think this is Bill Kerwin lapping Rubik's.
Well, Rubik's doesn't look like your master plan worked out too hot. I mean, that's a fourth place in a grid of 13 starters, so that's gonna be okay points. Really, I mean, that's a good finish. But I don't
As
think.
it stands, Domi's going to be starting P1, it seems.
Oh yeah.
No, I think that'd be me because I retired. I was the first to retire.
Yeah, but you're not the 8th finisher, are you?
Oh, you got finished.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got to finish in 8th. So you're gonna be.
If that's the case, I'll have pole. I never even turned up. I'll have pole.
Yeah, right. All right, so that is Bill with the win, and let's see, Mason second, MDK third, Rubik's fourth.
Mason finishing with part of his front wing.
That's enough. Only need a little bit.
The car in front of him's got part of his wing missing as well. So.
There's a sale. Wings half off. There they are. I saw a glimpse of the wings on the track. Yeah, it is gonna look like a bird cage at the end of these races. Just wings everywhere. So, congrats to Bill on the pole finish there. Mason with a second place, and MDK rounding out the podium. Rubik's got up into fourth with his fuel saving strategy, but I think he saved a little too hard because could have given a little more grunt there. Apparently, Bill Kerman was booking it and managed to have enough fuel to finish. So everybody that could do a no stop did, unless they needed a wing put on. People are pinging me on Discord. Don't they know? They know what I do Saturdays. All right. Oh yeah, we gotta remake the lobby. That's.
Will you be joining for the next race? Or are you going to be staying with
Yeah,
us?
I'm gonna join the other lobby now.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, Have.
Thank you. Wish me luck.
Better luck, at least than the last one. Alright, so Polly running the other lobby now, and reversing the grid for race 2. It's going to be a 45-minute race. Same track, I think an hour later in the in-game time. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the pit strategies now on race 2. Everybody managed to for that lobby or back in. I'm gonna go check the lobby real quick. What we're doing. Let's hop into the drivers' comms for a minute and see what's what.
Are you on the primary flicking or the alternate?
Yeah, primary all the time. I practiced it 2 hours ago.
I'll join someone else's lobby. That don't work.
When I was looking at the monitor flicking, it looked like it said alternative.
No, it's primary.
Yeah, that's a display
Sure.
bug.
Yeah, but
Alright.
I don't know
Like
what
one of
happened in
2,117.
Yeah. I did
Okay.
notice that your rear left was hot.
Hey boys, just want to let you know you are live right now. Say hi to your moms, whatever you gotta do.
Hello.
Grazie ragazzi.
Hello, Dustin's mom.
That's fair.
Grazie ragazzi.
That's fair. Just wanted to make sure I got into the server at the right time.
Bellissima macchina.
Pizza.
Did you get
Grande
the
lavoro.
Is Turamar here to defend his
What
pizza?
are we doing? Are we
No,
playing
he's not.
ping pong?
Actually,
Or are we racing seriously?
I want to blame him publicly. I made a delivery for him and then he doesn't turn up because it's too hot.
It is too hot to sim race, but I guess we do it anyway.
That's a super lame excuse.
It is too hot, man. I've been sim racing in the middle of the night is when I've been getting my practice in.
Dustin, join the server.
I'm coming.
Oh, you know.
There we are.
I just imagine myself of Vettel saying it's too hot, he doesn't want to race.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pass on this one, guys. Go on without me. I'm sweating just commentating, so I mean, you guys are the real troopers, I suppose. Going at it. The summer heat.
Nothing a shower won't fix.
True. That's true. Surprised Animera, our Southern Hemisphere guy, isn't with us for this season. But he's got the prime.
advantage.
Yeah, it's winter for him, so he would have the advantage.
I don't know what shower you guys have, but like my shower won't fix my shattered ego.
Right, are we ready for the grid?
I think most of us are. We'll see if someone's
Careful.
missing.
No, remember, pick the right car this time.
Domi,
That
Please
would
do.
help.
Domi, you can join.
On my
Dustin,
way.
did you notice that Raz was driving an oval car?
No, I didn't. I'm sure Raz noticed at some point.
Yeah, he certainly
It
did.
definitely did.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was just staring at the loading screen and it was like fastest lap time 1:11. That's not right.
The other day I was hot lapping something and there was no world record, but Ruben had the friends record. It's just
I think I typed the password wrong. I'm still on the way in. Okay, I'm in.
So I
Miffy.
just want to say, this is my first ever podium in league racing.
Congratulations.
Good job.
I couldn't have done it without you crashing into everything.
You don't get a trophy, so don't get your hopes up.
But
You
you
can
do get
keep.
some virtual, completely irrelevant points. So there you go. That's something.
You can keep one of my shattered front wings as a trophy if you want.
You get
Jack,
access
so
to
you can join.
you get access to Dustin's special pictures.
I don't want access to Dustin
I'm-
special pictures.
no, they're great. They're great.
better
I'll
you
send
do,
the
the
link
better
to
the
Google
pictures.
Drive later.
Oh shit.
You only get bronze access though.
Jack, so you can join.
Haven't heard yet. Shite. I'm in the second position.
Look at this pole position, man. It only cost me 1 point.
Right, fatal enemy, you can join.
Hit
The
the
reverse
box.
race on this track is going to be interesting, certainly.
Yeah, good luck on that, boys.
I want to
Rubik's.
apologize ahead of time.
At least I'm at the back, so I'm not too worried.
I'm gonna hit the commentary box. Good luck, boys. Don't wipe out.
Enjoy yourself, Dustin.
I will. Promise. Alright, so we got about half the grid formed up now for race 2 in the reverse race. Looks like Domi will be leading us off with Miffy in third and Jaxa in actual third. I don't know why I went first to third. Miffy's in second and Jaxa's in third. And I think two of the guys aren't gonna make it for the second race even. Irreparable damage to to egos and cars. And so I think we'll only have 11 people this race. We'll see. I'll put the screen up so we can see the grid as they file into the lobby here. Bear with us a moment and we will be back underway with racing. It'll be 45 minutes here. If you're just joining us to recap on qualifying in the first race, Kerbin took pole in qualifying, flicking behind him by 1/2 of a tenth. Mason third in qualifying. For finishes, Kerbin stayed in that first place as he is wont to do when he gets pole. Just tears away from the pack and kept that first place. Mason found his way up into second place after Flicken had some major difficulties. And NDK got his first podium on that race. He sometimes that's how it works out. If you just get in there and survive a race like this, you wind up getting some really good finishes. You're lucky enough not to wreck like everybody else. So sometimes you just gotta play that survival game and things turn out. I think our grid is full here. We will be underway briefly. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Pinty's. You can send those checks anytime you want. Keep shouting out Pinty's till they start paying us. Find them in your grocer's frozen section. Best meatballs in all of Canada. Promise. Pinty's. Pinty's is Canadian for delicious. Need some hype, like NFL Monday Night Football music or something before the second race. Like the final countdown going on here. I think we've got all of our drivers in here. Everybody except 2 of them are voting to start, and we will be on the formation lap. Same deal. 1 manual formation once the lights go green. Single file start. Once the car hits the start finish line, they are free to go. And go they shall. We do the single file sort of staggered starts to well, not exactly staggered, but single file, single car start to try to keep that first lap from becoming a wreck fest. Because even in the best of company, you know, our guys race wheel to wheel all the time. They're great sports, great sportsmen, and very polite on track. But start getting double wide starts where the whole grid just tears off at the same time, and in places like this it becomes a mess real quick. So we do that single file start, try to keep things as clean as possible. It's always a little bit hairy on the first lap, but it helped. Not sure what the delay is here. Oh, we got one more person in. Oh, okay. I guess I'll show this. I wasn't planning to, but I just clicked it. Now it's playing, so enjoy this beautiful teaser made by Miffy while the race spools up here. Oh, lovely. The more the merrier. Hello, Gio. What's up, bud? Yeah. Yeah, doesn't seem to be anybody's track out there today. Kerbin's having a fine time of it, but we're seeing a lot of drama out there. Yeah, he had a rough time of it. He was pushing hard, and You can't hard charge so much on this track. Very risky.
I already clicked retire and spectate.
Just realized I've been talking to you without the without my desktop audio on, so nobody knew who I was talking to. Sorry, stream. My bad. Gio's joined us in the commentary box, our very own Geotimus. Is that how you pronounce it?
Hi guys. Just call me Gio.
That works for me, yeah, sure.
Most people don't even try to pronounce my name correctly, so.
As long as it's not I think I think it'll be fairly easy. Oh yeah, there's that car doing that dancing that you mentioned, Paul. I see it too. Going crazy.
I don't see it, so it's probably me, I think.
Yeah, Gio, I think it's your car out there since he spectated.
Oh god damn it.
That's alright. If your car's in the pits once they start, then fine. It'll be interesting if it's still out there on the race start, just quantum glitching
That's gonna
around.
be horrible then.
That would be something. You'd see that on like Project Cars 1 or maybe this one on release. You'd see some weird shit like that once in a while, but
Is it still there?
no, it took off. We're good.
So I've heard some people talk about lifting and coasting all the time so they can go through with one full load.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit harder with this longer race, I think.
Yeah. On the half-hour race, didn't seem to be too much of an issue for anybody that managed to stay out of trouble. They managed a no stop there, but definitely going to be tough on this one. So to recap, reverse grid starting positions here. We got Domi in the lead, Mithy in second place, Jaxa in third. Fatal Enemy finds himself in fourth place, Rubik's fifth, MDK sixth, Mason seventh, and Bill Kerman now in eighth place. So the reverse grids are good for keeping the Kerman at bay. He loves that pole position. He's going to have to fight to make his way back up to the top. And then we got Flickin', Raz, and Have a Nice Day, the retirees bringing up the back there. What a lovely day. What a lovely grid. Looking forward to this race. What do you guys want to bet on how many people finish?
7.
I was gonna say 7 too. I'll go 6 just to go even more dramatic.
I'll go with 8.
All right, we're locked in. We'll see who takes it there on the start-finish straight now.
Like already going very wide lines.
There's Domi across the line, Miffy behind him, and Jaxa in the blue car. And try to get these wide shots to keep track of what the hell's going on in the first lap here. Oh no!
Oh, that's one out. Restart.
I
think it's Tom.
Yep. Yeah, that was Domi in the Doom car went straight into the tire wall, and
he's doomed today.
No?
Yeah. Oh, that was rough.
Miffy's car also not looking too good.
Have a Nice Day's had a better start to this race. He's up into 6th.
Raz is also somewhere where I can't see him. Oh, in the tire wall.
Oh no. Yeah, so we got, oh, his front wing's just scraping along the ground. That's not good. Oh, Flickin' getting a little too cozy in that hairpin with Have there in the red car. That's not ideal. Oh, there's so much going on. Mason here. That's MDK up ahead of him in 3rd place, and Rubik's just ahead of him. Rubik's gonna have a good time here in 2nd place. He didn't seem to have too much drama in the last race, so if he can stay out of trouble, he's probably in really good shape for the rest of the race. Oh, there goes a wing. Not sure whose that was. I don't think it was any of these guys. I think that was Flicken's wing, yeah.
Start's been a lot cleaner than I expected it to be, though.
It has been. So far, we got Raz Daniels into the pits, but, oh, no. Okay,
Oh,
who is
no.
that?
That's Jack.
Jack, yeah. Another loss of a front wing there. Flicken in 6th. Bill Kerman, I think, has passed Flicken while he's had that wing issue. We'll go on board with Bill Kerman, try to catch his push to the top. Rubik's has taken the lead now. Oh, there's so much going on. Bill getting side by side. Not
Flicken
quite
already in the
enough.
pits.
Yeah, that's 4 people in the pits after 4 laps.
Yeah, all of them probably getting new wings.
Yep. The top 3 looks really close up here. Let's check in with them. Indicate not quite within range to do anything, but Mason is up here. Oh, maybe a little kiss on the wall there.
I'd say he's just waiting to pounce, but I'm a bit biased. Kerman just went past. P4
Oh,
now.
Kerman up into 4th now. Yep. He's charging hard. You know, they say you're either charging hard or hardly charging.
He wants that P1 mark.
Yeah, he does. He's managed to get from 8th to 4th in just 5 or 6 laps here without any drama. That's quite good. Mason's still up on Rubik's tail. Try to keep the warning so I can catch Kerman's next move on camera if he's gonna get up there with MDK for P3 soon. Seeing 109s from race leader Rubik's, Mason, and Kerman in 4th. MDK running at 110, so I think Kerman will be up there fighting with MDK pretty soon for P3.
If you wanna with a 109.0, also not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Oh, there comes Kerman from downtown as well. Oh, there's 2 things going on at the same time. Oh no. Oh lordy. Alright, nobody's quite in position to...
Oh, and Jack is in the wall again.
Rip.
He's retired.
Jack is retired now. Raz Daniels into the pit.
He's been in the pits a while now. He's gone back in.
Last got there.
Actually, he might have gone back in. This might be a second pit stop.
Oh, we got 2 battles going on at the same time at the same piece of track here.
Well, we're down to 8.
Well, Gio, your bet's looking difficult at this point. Bill Kerman well and truly in the slipstream, but does not have the momentum to get side by side into turn 1, I don't think. He's not going to try the brakes too much there. That's a risky maneuver. trying to keep track of these two battles at the same time so that they make sense temporally, but that's easier said than done. Oh, Bill kissing the wall a little bit with the tire. Ooh, a little bit of drift into that corner.
Miff is on a roll. 108.6.
Oof.
Half 108.3.
Yeah. Those guys are.
And Bill with a 107.9. Holy crap.
These guys are not going to be forgotten about back here in P6 and 7. Bill may have what it takes on this run. There's MDK protecting the inside,
very
swinging
close.
up.
Nah, he's passed.
Yep. There it is, and MDK tucks in, but oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Massive contact. That is not good news.
I think
MDK's.
that was a lock-up.
Yeah, he just cooked it way too hard. Going in there, and MDK lost his front aero completely. Kerman's certainly got some rear aero damage after that. They
That's
both
gonna massively hurt both of them.
Yeah, they both already lost position over it. Oof.
I can still have overtaken them.
Oh, there's Mason in first. I was not paying attention, but luckily I got that on the replay, so we can check it out again for that battle for first here.
Meanwhile, Miffy going past Kerman and MDK.
Yeah, Kerman's ducked into the pits here, and so is MDK. Miffy up into fourth. Fatal Enemy in third place now. Very good positioning for him.
But they could, with that pit stop, they might be able to complete the whole race.
Yeah,
if they decide to do it.
it's gonna be tough still. I mean, I don't think 70. It's possible, but it's tough to make 70 liters last 34 minutes. I think, but could be worth a shot if you're gonna be in the pit anyway.
Mason just pulling ahead right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a decent little cushion between him and Rubik's. Check that replay quickly. See if we can see the E1 battle go down here. Looks like we just caught Mason going around the outside of Rubik's before the hairpin here. Pretty ballsy play, but it definitely worked out for Mason. Kerman and MDK both out of the pits now with fresh cars. Got 32 minutes to push to try to regain some time, but that is going to be tough. They're 2 laps down. Definitely not ideal.
Even though Kerman's very quick, I think he will need some sort of confusion in front of him to make that.
Yeah, Let's see. It seems he's topped up on fuel, so when we start seeing scheduled pit stops here, he very well could have an undercut for a while that might put him into a decent position. The timings are a little goofy. I can't quite. Okay, minute 47. Okay, the live gaps are hopping all over the place. It says 50-second gap to the lead, minute 50. In any case, he gets a lucky undercut. He could be up battling with the front runners again at some point, but yeah, it's gonna take a pretty close to a motorsports miracle to go from 7th to 1st in a half hour here.
Miff is using quite a lot of fuel there. Now that I'm seeing it.
Yeah, he's only got 30 liters. Yeah, Miff's been pushing hard apparently.
Mason still has 40, so.
Oh, Bill's got his eyes on his first victim, and it's none other than MDK.
Let's hope it ends better this time.
Yeah. Bill's put in a 107.4 last lap, fastest on the grid. Oh, he's inching closer and closer into the hairpin. Right here is where the exit counts for everything. Looks like MDK got a really great exit. Possibly used a push to pass there. He seemed to just fire out of there like a rocket. Bill Kerman only has 5 more push to pass for the last 29 minutes of the race now.
MDK still having 8.
Yeah, if MDK really wants to make a fuss out of it, he certainly can here. Oh, there's... Oh, no. So much for fuss. The wall had its own say in this matter. Oh, hopefully not too much more front end damage.
No, that looks bad for him.
Bill's arrow.
Kerman looks alright, but MDK looks more or less dead.
Oh my goodness. Just bad news for those two. Iffy now working on Fatal Enemy up there in 3rd. Fatal ran a 109.5.
MDK in the wall. Yep, dead in the wall now.
Yeah, there he is on the runoff. So Fatal ran a 109.5 last lap. Miffy ran a 108.4. So Miffy's got the pace to get around Fatal as it stands. But we'll see how Fatal is on the defense. He definitely wants that 3rd place position. I don't think Fatal's had any podiums yet this season. So he's in a really good spot right now. And he's not going to want to give it up, but it seems like he might have to. He had a little piss on the wall that's going to take some momentum away from him. I think Miffy's going to run away with it now. He's got nearly a second over Fatal on the lap times here.
Just checked Kerman's lap times. 107.6, so it looks okay for him.
Oh, yep. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he was hurt too much by that little contact. I may have gotten may have gotten that on the replay. Let's find out. No, maybe not. No, I think I was a little too late to get that on the replay. Yeah, MDK just had a little tap on the tire barrier and Herman couldn't move out of the way in time, but yeah, it doesn't seem like his lap time is hurt too much for it. MDK's gone into the pits though. Mason's just having himself a ball up in the lead here. Got a 7-second gap, nearly 8-second gap over Rubik's now. Oh, Bill just crossed the line with a 107.4. Yeah, he is not hurting. And next on his shit list is Have a Nice Day up there in 5th place. Who ran a 109.7. Hav's gonna see him coming, and we'll see if Hav can squeeze any more time out of his ride here.
That's still 20 seconds away though.
Yeah.
That's gonna be quite the gap to close.
Yeah, we've only got just about 25 minutes left of the race here. Not a lot of time to move and shake in a situation like this where everybody's already spread out a bit.
And MDK is retired, so
yeah.
My bet's out.
Yep. On Paulie's 7 finishers bet now. We'll see. 25 minutes is a long time.
Bill is currently going 2 seconds faster than Have a Nice Day, so.
Oof.
That, wow.
Nearly
Wow,
3
Z,
seconds faster.
107.1.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely not phoning this one in.
He's not playing around now.
Nope. Mason's got to be feeling good about this right now. I mean, I'm sure he's feeling the pressure, but having nearly 10 seconds over the rest of the field is definitely a good spot to be in with 23 minutes left in the race. Got some time to work with, but we haven't even hit the scheduled pit stops yet, so we'll see how that shakeup goes.
Depends on Rubik if he will ever use push to pass. Still has all 10.
Yes, he does. Mason only has 6. Iffy with 5.
4 push to passes will not pick up 8 seconds, but still.
Right.
That or Rubik's has forgotten to set a button for push to pass.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact: Kerman hasn't used any on his trip back up the grid here. He's still at 5. But Kerman put in that 107.1 in race conditions without push to pass.
Good God. Oh, I just checked the info feed. MDK would have had a drive-through penalty to serve as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much race ending, especially going from a lap down or however much it was.
Half will soon see Bill in his rear mirrors.
Oh yeah, it's getting pretty close. 15 seconds and it's shrinking all the time. Kermit put another 107.1 in last lap.
On fire right now.
Yeah, he beat his previous time by 4 hundredths there. MDK says in chat the pit exit is utter garbage. I would agree with you there. You're right in harm's way there. It's not a very fun pit exit. Yeah, Bill's got a lot of fuel still. He had that hit earlier.
Yeah, but it's not gonna work out.
No.
He had to pit at 35 minutes and now still has 40 something.
Right. It's not going to be enough to get him to the end, but he's going to have an open course for, I don't even know, like 2 minutes, a minute or so, where he can just gallop up the order. And then he's going to have a splash towards the end at some point. But it could get pretty dramatic at the end of the race here. We got just under 21 minutes left.
Miffy's gonna pit soon. Soon-ish, with 10 liters left.
I just checked the Discord. We've already got somebody in there saying, "Somebody please save the second race replay." We're gonna see a lot of incident reports after this one, I think. Let's have a nice day into the pits. Looking a little bit beat up in that red Rahal livery there.
That was quite early though.
Oh, I think MDK had a drive-through penalty, and obviously he's then retired.
Yep. Yeah, he had a drive-through, and I think he was already a lap or two down, and decided that's race ending right there, and he didn't want to fight for nothing, I think.
The pit exit is definitely a strange one on this. It tends to catch quite a few people out.
Yeah, MDK in the chat says it's not that it's literally part of the racing line, but that the pit exit line is vague and you don't know whether you'll get a penalty or not when you exit.
Wow, holy shit, that is just stupid. That pit exit.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep on with Miffy here for a moment, and so you can see what the pit exit is like for anybody viewing at home. I guess we're all technically viewing at home, aren't we?
Pretty much.
Somebody might be out there on their phone on the subway or something.
Maybe public viewing. Someone posting it on a beamer.
Yeah, or put this on at the pub. If I had a bar, we'd watch sim racing. That's Miffy and Fatal Enemy into the pits here. Kerman is starting to get his chance to make up some time, but looks like Miffy's rolling already. Here's that pit exit, and you just don't know where the line is. Right there, maybe, at the crosswalk? I don't know.
Right past that yellow line.
Yeah.
So, right on the end of the corner.
Yeah.
That is just ridiculous.
Afraid that's what happens when you build a race circuit on a road.
Yep, you're gonna have some little things like that. Bill Kerman had his chance to make up positions due to pit stops here, and I guess it's not working out as I imagined it might, but it does look like he's gotten P4 from Fatal Enemy for free here.
He's in the pit quite a long time.
Yeah, I imagine he had some repairs or something going on.
Yeah, when he went in the pits, the front of his car was missing, so...
It was just gone.
I think they just lowered him though, he could be going. But he's not.
So Mason still up in the lead, now with a 13-second lead over Rubik's in P2. Mason is just absolutely killing it out here on this race.
I wonder what happened to Oh, 12 seconds.
Yeah, Rubik's is still pushing. They're getting pretty similar times, but Mason has just been consistently fast. Why Whippy Racing in the chat says, why only 7 people? Well, we started today with 13 entries. 14, and somebody disconnected for a technical issue. 1 or 2 people had race-ending issues, damage and whatnot in the first race. one or two of them decided not to even bother with the second race. And so we started this one with, what, 11? And we've already had 4 race-ending incidents for these people out here today. So went from 11 to 7 on this race.
Ras Daniel's still not giving up whatsoever. Even though he's what, 3 laps behind?
Oh yeah, he's still pushing. 110, that's not too bad. So Mason's running on 6.5 liters right now. Rubik's has 8. Miffy and Urban both have some fuel to run, so race leader Mason and Rubik's and P2 are going to be pitting here sometime within the next 3 laps. Who's that yellow car behind him? That Miffy in the Pennzoil? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Miffy.
Miffy a lap down up behind Mason now.
Miffy has already pitted though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting thing because it's just a minute and some change to go around the circuit. So in a pit stop, you can get a lap or nearly 2 down if you have repairs. Very tricky. Oh, hopefully that arrow part on the track doesn't cause anybody some damage. Under 15 minutes left in the race here. Mason running on fumes. He's got probably 1 lap in him after this if he wants to really push it. And I think we'll see Miffy in the Pennzoil car here unlap himself and get onto the lead lap.
Mason in the pits.
There he is. Going in for his fuel, probably some tires too. And there goes Miffy onto the lead lap now in 3rd place. Just like that. German 15 seconds behind the podium now.
That can't be right though, can it?
I don't know. The timings have been so terrible today. Yeah, no, it must not be. Rubik's also into the pits now. Okay, let's get on with the build. This screen usually has a proper time. Okay, nearly 30 seconds behind podium. Disregard the previous statement.
Half a lap in 30 minutes, that's quite the thing to do.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. I mean, he pulled a 106.9 on his last lap. He's cruising, absolutely cruising.
Yeah, but he still has to take another pit stop, I think.
Yeah, you're right. He's gonna need a splash. Only got 22 liters for 12 minutes. Not sure if that adds up. I think he might need a splash here.
He was using 30 liters for the first 15 minutes.
Miffy wasn't able to get any free positions out of that deal, but now Rubik's in P2 is only 2.5–3 seconds ahead of him, and Mason has lost his big lead to Rubik's now. So 1, 2, and 3 are not 5 seconds apart from each other.
If Rubik's remembers that he has pushed the pass, then we might have another battle here.
Does he still have 10 of them?
Yep.
Boy, what is he doing? I don't get it.
And I don't want to be the one who's messaging him to use it, because then he'll crash.
Yeah, that's that's rude. We'll just let him. I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I'm just gonna assume the best. He's gonna save him all for the last lap and do like a 20-second lap. Kerman with a 106.8. He's just getting faster. Yeah, still 24 seconds up to Miffy, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it in 11 minutes here. Keep an eye on 1, 2, and 3 here. See if any drama comes up. That's Miffy in the Pennzoil car behind Rubik's there.
He's catching up onto him.
He is a little bit. Mason is actually growing his gap again. He's been just on this race. Yeah, Miffy's getting into the danger zone to try to make something of it here.
Coming in the pits.
Ah, yep, there's that splash. Oh, he's got 15 liters left. I think he must have just calculated for some fuel and tires.
Part of the front wheel he's missing.
Oh,
He's probably got a new one now, but part the one side of his wheel was missing, so it's had to come in together with something.
Oh, Miff is really close now.
Yep, he is going to force the issue here in the next couple of laps, I'm sure.
Push the pass. That's gonna be a good one.
Couldn't quite get it done there. He got fully alongside Rubik's there, and Rubik's is definitely feeling the pressure now.
Half just got in front of Kermit again. Kermit's still in the pits. Oh, now he's leaving.
Oh yeah, must have taken a repair. That's not a great situation to be in.
Fatal enemy also in front of Kermit now.
Yeah, these reverse grid races are really dangerous for Kerman because he loves the pole position and just runs away with it when he's up there, but stuff just has a way of happening when you're midfield, just in the mix, you know.
If he really wants to know it now.
Eight minutes left in the race here.
Oh, and Mason... What? I think Mason has just... That was a really slow turn there.
Not sure what you're on
Mason
about.
definitely just had a mistake because he lost 4 seconds of his lead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed it. So now Miffy and Rubik's are coming for him. Oh! Oh! Oh, jeez!
Some contact there.
A little bit of a traffic jam at the hairpin. It is so risky there. It's hard for one car to get through there in a clean manner, but 2, 3, 4, it becomes a nightmare really quickly.
Yeah, Mason's last lap was a 112, and someone just retired.
Hey! I'm not happy that Raz Daniels retired, but my bet wins so far.
Ah, the last 6.5 minutes.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
man.
Raz Daniels with a last-minute retirement here. I mean, figurative last minute, not particularly last minute, but that is sad to see. You make it through 40 minutes of racing and then have to retire. That's too bad.
Oh, Rubix has found to push the pass.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry, that wasn't meant that sarcastically, but still.
He's used one push to pass. He's got 6 minutes to cook up the rest of them. He's gonna
I'm sorry, Rubix, but still.
Miffy is out of push to pass now, so he's gonna have a hell of a time in the last 6 minutes here to pass Rubix.
Yeah, no way. No way.
That stuff is a game changer, defensively and offensively. Mason getting... Oh no, Miffy!
Flipped it.
Miffy just slides his rear quarter into that tire wall a little bit.
And that's the end of that battle.
I think so.
I think he might have got out of that damage free as well.
It's possible he just tapped it kind of square on, and I mean he didn't spin, so wouldn't have been too much of an impact. He still has sight of Rubix, but Rubix gained probably half a second just because of that. Miffy looking a little squirrely to get back into the action. Rubik's still sitting on 9 push-to-passes with 4.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, but now I can use him whenever Miffy gets even close to passing.
Yep. Miffy's just gonna be running up against a brick wall. Figuratively, hopefully not literally.
Oh, that looked kind of close to the tire wall there from Rubik's.
Yeah, that looks sketchy. German still putting in 106.9 on the previous lap, 107.3 on the previous lap now. He's still the fastest on the grid, but he's just had that bad luck when you're in the mix of it in the midfield. 2 big contacts with MDK.
Rubik's just used another one. Just wanting to say that.
Yeah, that's a good place to do it there. That exit out of that hairpin is so tricky to get right, so just getting a couple more horsepower with that push to pass is definitely a big help. Three minutes remaining now. Probably 2. Where's our leader? Probably 2 laps remaining. Definitely got to shout out Rubix and Miffy for giving us this beautiful battle for the last portion of the race here.
Oh, Kamen is very close to Fatal Enemy.
Oh, Miffy is so hungry. Miffy is so hungry for this P2, and Rubix is just not giving it to him. Miffy is making very wide postures around Rubix, trying to squeeze out every little bit of performance.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Rubix is a pretty consistent driver, so even on his worst of days, he's pretty difficult to pass.
Not sure how effective it would be, but I'd be spamming that push to pass button to at least get a few seconds ahead of him.
Yeah, he's still got 7, and there's only 2 laps left of the race here. Oh no!
Oh god, that's close.
He's just in that slipstream, isn't he? And it's keeping him there.
Yep.
Another push to pass use.
Oh my goodness. Minute 22 left. Oh shoot, we may have another one after this.
Cummins close to passing Fatal.
The cameramen are nowhere to be found. Be bobbling between these two. There you go. Oh, Fatal defends the inside. Shuts Kermit out from the inside line. Oh! Oh. Kermit had the inside line there, but couldn't stick it. He, backed off. Probably didn't want to go piling into Fatal there.
He still has another lap though.
There he
Oh!
goes.
There we go.
That's that deal done. Fatal slots in behind Kerman. Let's get back on with Miffy here.
Oh, Miffy just was side by side with Rubik's.
Yeah, Miffy keeps getting overlap on Rubik's, but it's so hard to pass in that last sector. There's not a lot of valid lines that you can really find around somebody.
We're gonna have another lap of watching those two. That's gonna be awesome.
Big lock up there.
Yeah, those walls get me nervous. Just looking at these walls strikes a little bit of fear into you. Oh! Not sure if that was a little bit of leg or a little bit of slip from Rubik's, but seems like he lost a little bit of momentum there. And this is it. Race to the finish. Looks like Rubik's is gonna have that P2. There it is.
Very well defended though.
Yeah.
Got a hand on that.
Wonderful battle. Really great defense from Rubik's.
And a great sunset in the distance.
Beautiful. Nice race. That's Mason crossing the line in P1 there. Nearly uncontested for race 2 of the day here. Really great racing from him. Rubik's with the P2. Definitely contested P2. And Miffy with the P3. Not bad at all.
Dustin wins the bet.
Yep. That's all right, boys. I got commentators' psychic abilities, you know. That's I can retroactively curse the race by betting on it. Congrats
It's
to
cool
Mason
that Raz
on
is still in the lobby though.
Oh yeah. Raz is spectating the rest of the race.
That best lap time from Raz real?
106.5. It's possible. Bill Kerman got a 106.2. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely possible. I think that's real. And that's in the race. I don't even know if we saw 104 in the quali, but for race time, the 106 is that's incredible. All right. Well, it is interview time. The Rubik's does not have a microphone today, apparently. He's out. Paul, are you willing to do interview duty here?
type in mod chat who you would like, and I will drag them up.
Good. We got a few guys in here to talk about the race, and I think we'll start with Mason. He's had just incredible performance today. Got a second place and a first place. Get them in here and see what's what. Definitely had some interesting interactions out there on the track today. Mason, hello.
Hello, Dustin.
Man, really fantastic performance out there today.
Oh man, that was a tough race.
Yeah, you went fairly uncontested from my point of view in the second race, at least. Was there any drama that I missed?
I think Bill had like a contact towards the start, and then another incident later on. And Flicken obviously retired, so the fast boys didn't make it too clean. But yeah, I had a big tap of the wall on the first like 1 or 2 laps or something, and I was driving with a wonky wheel for the whole first 30 minutes or so. That was a bit tough. Somehow I didn't massively lose pace from that. I'm not really sure how, but I don't know. I guess I just had the pace. I don't really know where it came from, to be honest. I've been slow as anything in those cars, but I'll take it. Yeah, just got to avoid contact like it's the plague, and then you should be good in these.
Honestly,
especially at Long Beach, it's so easy to just sort of have a little slide and enter in a corner or break a little bit late or something, and you're straight into a tyre barrier. There's no second chances. Yes, pretty happy with it.
Will you be there next week? Racing or commentating?
that race, yeah, that was a lot.
Oh, I was so salty. Like the last 20 minutes was just actually the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes. So there's a 5-minute period in the middle where I was just like, okay, I'm lapping, I'm happy. First 20 minutes I was really, really pissed off because basically I don't know if you guys were watching, but Jaxa I think went for half a lunge, but he was kind of just on the inside generally, and not as a shot to him, but just I've not seen enough to know if I can trust him to pull that off. So I had to bail on the first corner. So I was about 20 seconds off everyone else after one corner, which was a real fun start. I just kind of got into it, started lapping my way back up, and I suppose everyone else had a few problems as well, which kind of ironed it out, other than a couple guys up front. And then once was it Mason and Rubik's pitted for their stops, which was a little bit later than me, I suddenly realized I was actually kind of on them, and I got really excited. And then I remembered that Long Beach is even worse than Monaco. I think for trying to get past someone, I was frustrated with myself as much as anything, because I thought that he was just slow coming out of the pits. So I used up a couple of my push to passes to catch up to him. But then what happened was I was like a good second quicker than him through the last like few corners. But you can't get past someone there. You can only get right up behind them. But I'd used all my push to passes, so I got really, really frustrated. I think for the most part it was fairly clean defending. I think towards the end, I was certainly getting frustrated. I'd have to look at the replay to judge conclusively if I thought it was too far. If it felt like it was a little too far from him, but end of a 45-minute race, that sort of stuff is going to happen, I think. Oh, Jesus.
He had 9. Saved all of them. Definitely had the car act again. Back. Yeah, it was that.
Yeah, it's a little bittersweet. Like, obviously I'm frustrated because I feel like, given how the rest of the race played out for everyone, I probably could have won this if the first corner hadn't happened. But then at the same time, I'm quite happy that after that happening, I managed to kind of cool myself down, and because I was preparing all of my excuses to rage in chat after the race for the first 10 minutes. I was like, okay, this isn't helping that. Shut up, just get some laps in and see where you wind up at the end. And I think it paid off a bit, at least. Like, I obviously would have been a lot happier if I'd managed to get past Rubik's, but you can't have it all.
Yeah, good on you, Miff. Good.
All right, thanks, Dustin.
You guys ready? You guys ready?
Bill Rage Cam, that's what I heard. What's up, Dustin?
Congrats on the
Thanks.
textbook.
Yeah, it did. No, not at all. I was just driving and getting into my race when I saw that Flick and Flocken was hitting issues. Upon that, I realized that it was going to be a tight fit in terms of fuel and strategy in the first race. So I decided to cover any funny business that Mason could have in mind and save some fuel to not have to stop, which is what half the field did, funnily enough. So yeah, no issue at all there. Yeah, well, race 2 was what we want and expect from reverse grid races in a way. People having issues and having to fight back, and that's what happened to me. I got a pretty good start in the first corner. I think 3 or 4 people in front of me just crashed, didn't account for the cold tires, for the cold brakes, and underestimated the effect of it. So I gained a few positions already there. And then I think out of turn 4 or whichever, yeah, one of those right-hand turns, I think Flick and Flocken was in front of me and got a worse exit. So we went 2, maybe even 3 wide a bit. And then turning and braking into that corner, I got a hit from behind, which spun me around. I did not get any significant damage from that. I just lost about 10 seconds or so. So I was not too upset about that, stuff that happens. Then I continued on, and I had a scrap with MDK later on for position. and I overtook him into turn 1, I think, and then at the fountain corner, he just did not account for the dirty air and outbraked himself and rammed into my rear, which gave me suspension damage and aero damage on both ends, and yeah. So I limped to the pits. Funnily enough, got the pit repair buck. Took way longer to repair than it should have, I think. But I don't think it was too much of a difference because, I mean, I had one suspension smashed and two, both aerodynamic devices broken. So I suppose that was quite all right. I was very far back when I came out, started fighting back, got into a real nice rhythm. So I was very happy with how I was driving, but I was pushing it obviously to the very limit. I wanted to make up places, and I also knew that the crash had happened about 3-4 laps too early to make it to the end without stopping again. So what I did then is I just I tried to drive as quickly as I could, and then towards the end I had a slight tap to the wall which broke my front wing off. Wasn't too bad because I suppose I wanted to come to the pits anyway before the end of the race. But then I had the pit repair buck once again, and I lost a minute to pit repairs. Yeah, I don't know what happens. I don't know what more I can do with that because I set up the pit strategy completely new from last time. I deleted that one, set it up anew, checked which damage things I had selected twice. I did not modify the damage selector at all, only the fuel while I was in the car. So I really don't know what more I can do. I'm getting a bit fed up with it, honestly. Yeah, but in any case, I'm pretty happy with my driving in the second race, and I really like the track and car combination. So I was happy enough to trundle around the back. Yeah, I was really happy with that. But yeah, that's just what happens. I mean, if you have reverse grids, you're gonna have some stuff happen, and that's just normal, and it happens. I guess we can finally test our new incident stuff we have. I don't think we had any reports until now. We're gonna have 2 now from me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was.